Hey guys, back at it with another repair video. We're gonna be working on a 2016 Trx420fa. So this thing has seen better days, and right now it's shifting down good, but it's not shifting up very good. It's hit or miss if it shifts up. Sometimes it does it no problem. I have a suspicion of what it's going to be, and I can show you how to test that out. So, like all these good farm machines, there's not a tab left on these. So you can pull that off, and it's a lot easier to work on. But what we need to get to for this first test is the shift motor, which is located in the front there, way down the bottom. 3 10mm bolts going this way, and a plug. Gotta take off just the shift motor, because somewhere over here there's a little stubby shaft. It's right behind this front output shaft. You get I think a 10mm wrench on there, and that's gonna diagnose if the possible issue is what I'm thinking. So let's get that motor pulled off. Okay, I got the shift motor off, and it sits in there with that plug on top, so you can sort of see where the bolts will be at. So next step is find that little stub shaft that comes out. That's pretty much your emergency shift. It's gonna be hard to videotape, but you reach up and over. Okay, I got the wrench on finally, and I was mistaken. It is an 8mm. You can sort of see it down there. That light will go up. There you go. I just have it sticking over here, and so for this test, you want to push it either way, and you want to make sure that spring is returning back, and this one is actually returning back good. So that is not the issue. Say if you push it forward and it stays, or you pull it backwards and it stays, you have to take off the front cover motor. You have to pull the drive shaft off, front cover of the motor, and in this little case here, I can't remember if to pull this case or not, there's a little spring in there, return spring, and that's what returns the shifter. So most likely issue is a shifter, or up here isn't getting good contacts or something like that. But that's how you check if your spring is broken in your cases. But let's keep on digging in and see what's wrong. Okay, the next thing is I put the motor down there, plugged it in, so we can see if it's actually trying to like upshift, you know. It'd be pretty obvious when it wants to. So I'm hitting the button, nothing. I'm not sure if this model has to be running or not. Let's try reverse. Nope, there's reverse. Try to shift up again, nothing. Press and hold it, wiggle it. It does nothing. When you press and hold them, it throws a code. So I might just hook up my scan tool, see what code it's throwing, and go from there. So this is a scan tool I have. It's the Launch Millennium Max, and I have plugins that go to the OBD2. So this is the Honda, this one's Polaris, Yamaha, see that one's Harley, another Harley, which one's that, Suzuki, Kawasaki, and I think I can do Can-Am now. I think they came out with software, but I haven't updated this one. So pretty cool how these work. Instead of crossing the wires, and you can get the code on the dash. Come on. There we go. Clips right in, turn the key on. tries to do a VIN scan, but I haven't had one work for a VIN scan for like small engine stuff. So you still have to let it try to search. You can input it manually, I just skip it. Then you can go to OBD2, no. Diagnose, motorcycle, and then it shows all of them that it's compatible with. I want the Honda. On Polaris, you have to put like year, make, and model on that one. But on Honda, go to auto scan, and they're the PGM FI, and then read codes. So I'm just getting that one, which is not the one I was hoping for. I'll just clear it, I guess. Which is nice, you can clear it, but then you can go data stream. And you can look if it's trying to shift or what this is saying. I'm not sure what's all on here. Here we go, here's gear position. Probably won't show anything. I bet it'll show neutral. I mean, it's a pretty basic scanner, but it's nice to have. You can connect it to Wi-Fi, and it can, I think it's Samsung based, and they'll go on the internet and show what you can do to fix it. But they only can go so far. So let me get that unplugged and figure out the next step. Okay, so I think I figured something out. If you go in and just press it straight, it does nothing. But if you press from the bottom, see, it's actually shifting. So in this case, I'm gonna have to replace this gear shifter mechanism here, because there's like no taking apart these and cleaning. It's all pretty much a unit. So that's pretty much a basic of what to diagnose with these. I mean, yours could be a shift motor, really common issue. Could be the gear angle sensor in the back, super common issue. Sometimes it'll pull up a code and you can look what the code's saying, but anyways, they're all fixable. So thanks for watching. I'll get that replaced and this one can go on its way.